we're fucking, oh God, sit there. Okay. Holy shit, we're finally doing it. Hold on, let me make sure the camera looks nice. Oh, it's a piece of shit, honestly. Fucking, oh my God, I need to get a new fucking camera. This thing's a piece of shit. It's a fucking webcam. Why would I use a webcam for a new series on YouTube? I don't know, because I can't afford a goddamn regular camera. Hello everybody, and welcome to the first episode of Lost in Sound. My name is Lost. Thank you for joining me for the first episode. Things are going to be a little bit different. As you can see, I never did a video like this on this channel before, so welcome if you're new here, and let's get kind of into it. We're going to talk about what we do here first. What do we do here? Well, first things we're going to talk about is how this video is going to be, talk about how this video is broken up into parts. The first part is going to be about gear, hardware, software, blah, blah, blah. Mainly, we're going to be looking at hardware that is a cheaper alternative to some of the stuff that's on the market right now, just because shit's expensive. Who can afford half this crap? Oh, I can't. I know I can't. So I'm going to go through some of the things that I bought and I really enjoy that you guys might enjoy as well, that are cheaper and way more cost effective. So, second part will be sound design and music in video games, anime, and movies. We're going to mainly focus on video games and anime, because I just like anime and video games. Sometimes we'll hit on movies, but mainly we're going to stick into video games and anime. The third part, I don't know. It could be me sitting here eating a bowl of cereal. Who knows? It's a random thing. You're gonna have to sit here and find out what I'm gonna be doing on the third episode. And then there is one last part. At the end of every episode, I will be talking about the sound pack that I will have released. The first sound pack is down in the description below. It is free for the first month. Every time I release a sound pack, it'll come out the same time as the video, and it'll be free for the first month. After that, you'll have to subscribe to the Patreon in order to get previous sound packs, blah, blah, blah. You know the whole Patreon shtick, blah, blah, blah. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. What's the first part of the video? Now I hear what you guys are saying. Why the hell are we talking about old shitty gear when we have all this new cool gear? I'm gonna tell you why. Just look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Do you see this? Look at how amazing this looks. It's got my name on it. I got these fucking knobs are glow in the dark. Glow in the dark! And these are blue. I got to custom design this. For those of you who don't know, this is the sp555, a fantastic piece of gear. It's ancient, it's old, and it weighs practically nothing, and it's incredible. Why the sp555 when you have the sp404? Well, this thing, probably, I picked mine up for 250 or 300? Cheap, like super cheap. Way cheaper than the well, okay, not way cheaper, but it's cheaper than the sp404. If you want to get the original sp404, the only reason you would get it is for the portability. I think the original sp404 also ran on batteries. This thing, you have to be plugged into the wall, but it comes with all the same shit plus more. It comes with a loop capture, so that way you can actually, it's just great. It's great. It's got this little D-beam thing here. It just sounds fucking wonderful. Here, play a video of me doing the thing. Do the thing. You see? It's fucking great. And some people, okay, I know. Look, I know, I get it. Some people are gonna say, well, all you can do on this fucking machine is lo-fi. That is wrong. That is false. That is incorrect. I actually use my sp555 to master and crunch up my drums. This thing, you spend the $200 and something or $300, you get a shit ton of effects that are fantastic. The vinyl simulator is something that I think everyone could use, especially if you're doing lo-fi. The lo-fi compressor is insane. If you want some gritty, punchy, kick-ass drums, put them through the lo-fi compressor. You will be pleased. So, okay, I will point out one. Give me this fucking thing. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys something. You see this? You see this piece of shit? This piece of shit cost me a lot of money. This is a 2 gigabytes. That's it, 2 gigs. That's all you get to work with. 2 fucking gigs of memory. And that's all it will hold. You can go out. Okay, let me show you something. Where's this fucking piece of shit? Look. These are 8 gig cards, and guess what doesn't accept 8 gig cards? This piece of shit! So just know, you have to use these flash memory cards. It's a compact flash card is what they're called. They're all right. I mean, but they're expensive and they're running out. So pick them up while you can, because I don't know how, I think some third party is making these things, but it's expensive. It's expensive when instead you could go out, if you have the sp555, the newer ones that accept the SD cards, you can go out and get an SD card for like $20 and it's like 60 gigs. So keep that in mind. That's one of the downfalls. Besides that though, this machine is snazzy to look at. There's all these aftermarket parts for it. You can sticker bomb the hell out of it. You can take, this is a metal front plate, you can take the metal front plate off, sticker bomb it, cut it all, make it look really nice, and then put it right back on, and it looks fucking cool. The way I did this was I went to a website, I can't remember. If I can remember, I'll put it up on the screen somewhere, and they do custom skins. So I got custom skins for the front, the back, and the top, and then same with the DJ Tech Tools does the knobs, which is fantastic. I cannot praise them enough. They don't feel any different, but they look great and glow in the dark. We'll put another example of something that you can do on the sp555 here. So yeah, I mean, for the amount of money you're gonna spend, it's well worth it. It's so worth it. It sits on the end of my production table, and I use it for effects. I use it to do some weird stuff. I do it to play live, and it's great. And I think that's what it is. So, anyways, I'm done with that. Thanks. That's a fucking rolling sp555. Pick up one. Go to your local drug dealer and fucking suck a dick for a fucking. Ooh, ow, ow, God, ooh, that's a hotline. Yeah, that's right, we're talking about Hotline Miami. One of my favorite games, Hotline Miami. Oh, the sound design and music in this video game are incredible. It sounds so good. Every little blip, boop, you complete a thing, you finish the quest, you get the you do the thing, you're running around, you got this fucking outrun music, you know, like all this fucking great shit. It just sounds so good. It sounds so good. They did such a good job. Even their environmental sounds and all of their combat sounds, which are Foley work, I'm pretty sure, it all sounds nice and crunchy and gritty and almost, maybe not bit reduction, but like it sounds low fidelity in the best way possible. It sounds, something I like to point out is that it was done by like a ton of different musicians. It wasn't just one musician that did the whole soundtrack. It was like 10 or so. I know Moon did a couple of like the big songs that I remember, and they still nailed the aesthetic. They still fucking nailed it. They did it. They did such a good job. I can't, like, it's incredible to me because I don't know what kind of direction they were told. I don't know what the game devs or whatever told the musicians, but they all sound like a cohesive thing, you know? It's not like, oh, you can definitely tell this stands out and it's not in the right place. No, it all sounds fucking sick. It's all like this blood pumping, or it's like this really weird vibe. Outside of combat, you get these really strange, like, rhythms and squishy beats and off kind of feeling atmospheric sounds, and it lends itself to this really gritty and dark atmosphere that Hotline Miami takes place in, which is, it's Miami, but it's a drug-fueled fucking place where people die constantly, and the mafia and this and that, and it's just so good. It's so good. I'm not going to go into the story. I definitely recommend go check it out. You can go on YouTube and find the whole soundtrack. You can definitely listen to it. I'll put it in the comments where you can find the soundtrack. I definitely recommend taking a listen to it. And I definitely recommend just picking up the game. They came out with 2. It had to be good. The first one is probably my favorite. The second one has a lot more to it, but the sounds and everything, it just makes it feel so good. And it's one of those games where you're gonna get so fucking mad at it. You're gonna get so pissed off. You're gonna want to rip your dick off and throw it across the room, but don't do it, because it feels so good once you finally get there. Once you finally beat it. That's Hotline Miami. That's all I really want to touch on this one, because when it comes to talking about sound design and stuff, I don't want to get too in depth. I just kind of want to highlight certain things that I really stick out to me. One of these days, I do want to do Blade Runner. Blade Runner has a fantastic soundtrack done by Vangelis. If you guys don't know him, he's the guy that did the dun 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 dun. That's the guy. That's Vangelis. But he did a lot of like other work. He also built his own synthesizers, which is insane to me. There's videos of him on the internet with his like weird contraptions, and they sound fantastic. They look weird as hell, and just. Anyways, we're not talking about Vangelis. We're talking about Hotline Miami. Go pick up a copy. I don't know. It's on pretty much every platform, so just go enjoy it. But yeah. Next. So it turns out I'm stupid. That probably doesn't come as much of a surprise, but I'm editing this video as I'm going. So this is future Adrian. Hi, nice to see you. Past Adrian's an idiot. He didn't do his research, which means the sp555 is quite a bit more expensive than the sp404. Who would have guessed? I don't know what happened. I got mine 3 years ago. I guess it blew up in price. Sorry about that. But now on to something different. Let's do something fun. I don't know, what should we do? What should we do today? It's the 3rd segment, which means we gotta shake it up a little bit. We gotta do something a little different, you know? I could do something fun. I'll tell you what, since it's the first video, let's sit down and talk about vaporwave. I love vaporwave. I don't know if you guys knew this. So I stream on Twitch as well. I'll put a little clip or something here. Hey, I'm up at the boopy fucking my restaurant there. Keep it quiet though. I'm you can see me being stupid and dumb and whatever. But we often do streams where I go through and I play vaporwave games, and there are some amazing games out there. Oh my god, if you want, so I'll highlight a few special ones. So so we have Broken Reality, which is my top pick. If you want to play something that's vaporwave and just is so much fun, and it's funny, it doesn't give a shit, you want to play Broken Reality. That game is amazing. Second place would have to be... I don't know. I've been playing Kingsway. I wouldn't really call it a vaporwave game. It's like you're in a desktop, and you're like playing an RPG in a fake desktop, like old Windows desktop. Anyways, it's like about window management and stuff, and it's fun. It's so much fun. It's so addicting. If you like roguelikes, you'll really like it. But I wouldn't really call it vaporwave. It's been something I've been playing a lot of though. Sad RPG is a good one. Let me just say, I love the music. I love the aesthetic. I often find myself on Reddit looking at vaporwave images, which is usually like you get like a statue and some water that's reflective with some error messages from like old Windows, and that's it. I don't know what it is, but I love it so much. It just tickles me just right. It makes me feel calm. You know, it makes me feel good. It makes me feel warm and good. It makes me feel like I was loved as a child, which we know is not true. But it's still good. I don't know. And like, so vaporwave, if I'm remembering correctly, which I'm probably not. I'm pretty thick in the head. But if I'm remembering correctly, vaporwave originated when I think Walmart or Kmart or something like that released all their music, or not released it, but it was like free use. And so someone went in and like just did vaporwave to it. They slowed it down, chopped it up, did all that fun stuff to it, and released it, and it sounded like vaporwave. I will say the vaporwave we have now is different from vaporwave even like 5 years ago. I was gonna say 10, but vaporwave's not that old. Actually, I don't know. Vaporwave might be that old. I forgot, it's 2022 now. Before it was just like, hey, you grab some samples, you slow it down, you flip it, reverse it, you put the shit, and it can sound like dog shit, but it's vaporwave. And it's fucking sick. And nowadays it's like, excuse me, don't drown it in reverb. That's wrong. Yeah, I only go down about 5 semitones, because if you go any lower than that, it's just gonna be unintelligible. Bruh, it's vaporwave. Just fucking have fun with it. It's music. Not that I make vaporwave a lot, but I don't know. I see a lot of people that get very particular and protective of vaporwave. It's just have fun with it. It's just music, all right? It's just music. Go out, have some fun. And then there's also that weird. There's this lo-fi and vaporwave kind of overlap, you know, just a little bit, because you're doing similar things, but there is a big difference, and I think sometimes people get confused. Same with Outrun and vaporwave. Outrun is a type of music, electronic music, that makes you want to outrun somebody. Jesus Christ, what am I, having a stroke? And vaporwave is more like that calming, like you're on a wave kind of feeling, whereas Outrun is just like. My definition of vaporwave is taking a free use sample, something that is older, probably within the 80s, 90s range, even early 2000s. I wouldn't go past 2005, and mangling or changing the sample and looping it to create something new and to create a liminal space in sound. I don't know if you guys know what liminal spaces are. There's like a million YouTube videos about liminal spaces, which is super interesting. If you want to check out some pretty cool like videos and pictures and even some music, check out liminal spaces. A liminal space is supposed to be like the space between 2 points, so like a hallway, or like some people even had some that were like a little bit more out there, like a playground, since it's like the bridge between you being a kid and adult, or some shit like hotels, because you're staying in a hotel before you get to your destination when you're going somewhere, things like that. But it's super interesting. I highly recommend checking it out. I'll throw some images and stuff while I'm talking. It's really good. But yeah, I don't know. I love vaporwave. And if you have any vaporwave suggestions for me, but the video games, any type of media, it could be music, images, videos, I don't give a shit. Give it to me. I want it. All right, guys, on to the last part. It's time to talk about the sample pack. So, the first sample pack is down in the description, like I said earlier on. It's completely free to use for the first month. So after this month, it is going to be on the Patreon. You can choose the tier. I think it's going to be $5. you can get the past packs. I'm going to try and make some extra packs to put in there for the people early coming in so that they have something to subscribe to. But of course, there's no pressure. And don't get me wrong, I'm not an idiot. I'm not an idiot. I know it's easy for people to steal samples, okay? If someone goes out and gets it on Patreon, if someone subscribes for it, or even if someone has it for free, they can just give it out. It's just a way to support me. So if you want to support what I do and you like the video, consider supporting me on Patreon, liking, subscribing, all that fun shit. We're here to talk about the sound pack. So, the sound pack is very small this time. Not because I didn't know what to put into it, but because I want to see what you guys think first, and then I'll make more sounds based on your feedback. Now, that being said, what I want from you guys, it's a free sound pack. Okay, the only thing I want in return is I want you to make some music. I want to see what you guys create with the sound pack. If you have an Instagram, if you put it up on YouTube, if you even just put it up on Spotify, SoundCloud, whatever. If you're in the Discord, there's going to be a channel there where you can put all of your links. If you're not in the Discord, you can always put it in the description below. I will always check. I will always read the comments. So put it in the comments. I will read them. I will check them out. And then next month, when we come back to do another Lost in Sound video, I'm going to choose a winner and I will play your song at the end of the video. So, what I want from you guys is just to go out there and have fun with the samples. Now, like I said, you just heard me say, the next Lost in Sound video will not be for another month. That's a while. That's a couple weeks. But we're going to be doing some other videos in between of me doing other crazy wild shit. We're going to be doing challenges. We're going to be talking to people. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. We're going to be doing interviews and shit. I'm going to love it. You guys you're going to love my nuts. For now, we're going to wrap it up and say have a good one. And I can't wait to see you guys in the next Lost in Sound. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed it. I love you. Actually, before I leave, let me tell you about this. You see this shirt? Are you looking at this shirt? Are you looking at this shirt? Do you see this shirt? You see how thin it is? It's fucking winter outside. I live in Pennsylvania. It's cold. It is freezing. I wore this for you guys. You better appreciate it. Okay. Also, look at this, huh? Look at these, huh? Slipper socks. Oh, slipper socks.